Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. All right, guys, if you're here, welcome. This is Go Beyond with PhotoDay. My name is Stephanie. I am one of the people here at PhotoDay that gets to help you guys on a day-to-day basis. I'm in charge of the customer success here at PhotoDay, as well as that little orange bubble that you see in your studio dashboard. So I talk to you guys all the time. I also get to participate with Lisa a lot on Fridays in our Facebook users group where we do a weekly broadcast where we get to engage with you guys on Fridays, keep you up to date on things that are happening in Photo Day, as well as just answer any live questions. But today I get to chat with you guys out of the bubble, out of Facebook, and I get to chat with you all about going beyond and taking your business into an online platform with Photo Day. So I'm super excited about that. We have some cool things to share with you, but first I just want to go ahead and see, go around the webinar, if you will, and see who's here. Go ahead and say hi, where you're from. Hey guys, how's it going? Hey Brad from South Dakota, nice. So it's probably just, you probably have like a heat wave going on over there right now. We got a little bit of a cool front. I would definitely say cool front. I wouldn't go any further than that. Here in Florida is where we're based out of, so drop down to the 70s. So I may have to take out a sweater, but yeah. Oh, hey Larry, Larry from South Texas. Nice. How is Texas? I may be maybe checking you guys out sometime soon here. Oh, nice. Street from Northern Virginia, just outside of DC. Very cool. Man, everyone's from all over. I love it. Does anyone have any Turkey Day plans coming up? We have the holiday season right here of 2020 finally. It feels like it was March for like 6 months, and now all of a sudden it's November. So super excited about that. Hey Janelle, hi from Kansas. Kevin from Tennessee. I love that. Man, everywhere. Kevin, does anyone use the dad joke, you're the only 10 I see? Because that's one of my favorites. So it's great to have you here, Kevin. Welcome, guys. All right. Man, so many cool people. I love it. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started here with Go Beyond. This is a great webinar for anyone that needs like a little bit of a refresher on some of the cool stuff that we provide here at Photo Day, kind of recentering you guys if you are feeling a little bit stuck and maybe in volume in general, and you're just kind of trying to discover your why again of like why you decided to start a business in volume photography, or if you're transitioning into an online platform, or if you're transitioning over from another online platform, this is a really good webinar to kind of get you guys started. One of the cool things here at Photo Day is we are really centered around what is best for you guys. We're very studio focused as well as like lab and customer focused, but we really created Photo Day to be something that not only benefits your customers and benefits the lab, but is really centered around what you guys need in being the best studio that you guys can be, and then doing that in an online platform. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. All right. So one thing that we want to get started with is, if with volume photography in general, if there was one thing that you could change to make it better, easier, faster, more efficient, or make you happier or something, like what would it be? What would it be about volume that you would change to be able to provide all those things? I know for me, speaking as a studio, when I was doing volume photography, one thing that I really wanted to change, that kind of led me to Photo Day in general, was I was so sick of paper order forms. That was something that I just did not like doing. I didn't like having to read doctor's handwriting, if you will, and just like trying to figure out if that's like a J or a K, finding out it's a B. And then I have to go after I just like manually entered in all this data. And now I have to reprint the order form. I have to go into rows. Not really a fan of rows. I'm sorry for all our lab partners out there that still use rows. Not a fan. I felt like it was really clunky and outdated. And the biggest thing for sure for me and just in volume and just in photography in general, the one thing that I love the most are the people. I'm there because I'm very community focused. I want to provide a service that's going to benefit the people that I'm working for, and taking pictures that they're going to remember and cherish. So for me, that was something that I felt like with paper order forms and using rows, it was taking me away from that. I was being delayed in customer response time. I was spending way too much time away from my family and friends doing data entry paper order forms. And that was one thing that I really wanted to be able to change, or I just didn't want, I wanted modified for a volume market. We have one person here that says, have schools being willing to give parents email addresses. I'm shooting my first school with PhotoDay in December, and I'm very nervous to do it for the first time with over 400 students. Yeah, nerves and butterflies are totally normal. The great thing with PhotoDay, like I said, like being in the bubble, if you are starting your first job with us, or even, I mean, if it's like your 100th job with us and you're nervous about it, feel free to reach out to us and make sure that we provide you with the tools needed to get you started. Especially with schools, you may need to use like a private gallery setting, and that's something that we really do cater towards here at PhotoDay, and making that possible with your customer and with your school. If they don't give you the email addresses, that's totally fine. There are ways around that. You don't necessarily just need email addresses to make sure that you communicate with your customers and with your parents with your private gallery. So don't worry about that. Feel free to reach out to us, or I'm sure Lisa is also here, guys, moderating. So if she happens to get to a question, or if I miss it, because I'm just like in the flow of going through our webinar right here and our broadcast, she will feel free to, she'll jump in and answer that question if I don't have a chance to get to it. But if anything goes unanswered, feel free to reach out to us in the bubble and I can pick it up from there. All right. So another thing, a lot of the things that people were saying is if they could change one thing is they just felt like stagnant. They felt like it took too long. They were completely consumed. It just didn't feel easy. It felt outdated. They felt like they weren't hitting the market of people that they wanted to reach out to. They felt like it was sales could be better, but there was just like no way of knowing. It was kind of all just like a feeling. So it just left people feeling really frustrated. So those were just like a lot of different like things that people would say when like asked that question with volume photography. If there's one thing you could change, what would it be? So those are just some examples if you share the the same concerns and hopes and dreams. So along came PhotoDay. PhotoDay was the birth child of a collaboration of a couple different people, studios involved, as well as like labs, and then Lisa, John, and Rainer are two co-founders, as well as Lisa, our marketing director and business development manager. They kind of made PhotoDay. It was really awesome to see. So the idea behind PhotoDay is we are one workflow and one solution. You are able to go completely paperless, no more paper order forms, which is awesome. So that for me, I signed me up. Like I was so excited about that. You can it's an online platform, so people can use their phones. They don't need to use paper order forms, especially in 2020 where, germs and COVID, that's a very real thing. And, all that transference, we need to be careful with that. Now, PhotoDay is a great solution for that. So for people that were maybe forced into an online platform, PhotoDay is a great way to get that going for you and to make it as easy and simple of a transition as possible. It's automatic. Once you upload those pictures and you go ahead and you make your gallery publish, we kind of take over from there. We use an SMS marketing campaign for all of your opt-ins. So we're not only telling them that the job has been published automatically for you, we're also gently encouraging them back to the gallery for them to view and order the pictures. We have like a marketing churn already built into the system. It's completely mobile friendly. So nowadays everyone is on their smartphones, and that's how they're absorbing information. That's how they're viewing. That's how they're shopping. That's how they're watching Netflix. So of course it makes sense for PhotoDay to be on a mobile device as well. Not only do we have like an app that your customers can use, but we're completely web mobile friendly as well. So it's not like you have to have that. You're not boxed into that one solution. We have multiple solutions available for you. It's smart. We are collecting data for you on your behalf. So no more questions about like, why are my sales so slow? What's going on? We have data to accumulate for you guys and on behalf of you guys to communicate to you what you're doing daily sales order daily sales order totals are. We also do reporting for you. We make sure that you're collecting taxes accordingly, according to your state, district, all of that. We provide that to you in a form of reports. We provide something called advanced pay credits, which is really great. So if you are transitioning over and you want, kind of like a smarter sales solution, we provide you with face find technology. You don't no longer need barcodes anymore. You don't need any of that kind of stuff. We utilize what's called face find here at PhotoDay. So it's even easier than ever for parents to find pictures of their Timmies and Tinas so they can go ahead and view the gallery and make their purchases. Profitable. On average, our AOVs are way higher than they are with paper order forms or with the the earlier era of volume photography. On average, sales you could see an average order sale around $25 to $35 with, like, let's say with sports specifically. I'll go ahead and pick on them just because I'm a big football fan. But now studios are seeing average order values of around $50, $60. And that's because of the online platform. Customers are not like, squared into just ordering one photo, one pose, one team shot. Now they get to go onto the online gallery and they get to see all the different poses of Timmy and Tina, and they can order multiple poses, and they have packages set up accordingly for that. And also the team photo, they're no longer stuck with just that one formal team photo. They want to pick the silly team photo, which is always a great way to get kids to participate in getting together in a group sometimes, or even in the composites that you guys are creating. You have that available now to your customers to order. It's completely contactless. You can be in complete compliance with COVID regulations and COVID CDC guidelines with PhotoDay. You can use the you can have your customers opt into the online gallery. You can have them use text marketing. They do not need to touch a piece of paper. You can photograph students or kiddos one at a time, which is really great. And you don't necessarily need like I said before, like a barcode system or slates or writing down image numbers. That stuff is not needed with PhotoDay, which it's a great solution for you guys getting into the online world. All right. Why online? I feel like I just kind of covered that. But yeah, so why online, especially now, one of the biggest things why online is going online is one, we're just in a climate where going online just makes sense. We need a contactless solution, but also going online, our American population, because we're only available in America right now, is on their phones. I have my phone on me all the time, or I have a device that is connected to my phone. We are now a global, we're all connected. We've never been more connected. And the way that that is happening is through our mobile devices. So it's really important to go online. If you only focus on, trying to reach people that isn't in an online platform, you may not be able to really service those people if it's not on an online platform. And also you're missing out on sales because you're only accommodating to a niche few people that maybe just don't see online as a workflow solution or as an ordering solution. So online, you're gonna reach out to more people. It's gonna be easier for you, and then it's also gonna increase your profitability. So online is just a modern solution to volume photography. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you kind of like some of the nitty gritty, some of the stats, some of the data on that. Nowadays, 99% of adults, 30 to 49, use a cell phone. 30 to 49 is your demographic when it comes to the world of volume photography. Those are the parents, those are the people that have the kiddos that you are taking the pictures of. So that is your market. And 99% of them have a cell phone. 92% of them have a smartphone, and a smartphone is what PhotoDay lives on. So like I said, if you are not reaching out to people that are using their smartphones, you're missing out on a potential of 92% of people. All right. Another key thing with going online Another key with going online in a contactless world, or going online in a volume market, is being able to market online. Nowadays, people are consuming information faster than ever, but also on multiple different platforms. One of the key things that people are doing, not only just in consuming, like if you're doing paper order form or if you're doing like you need to be able to market in a tangible way, not necessarily paper order forms. That's not what I mean, but like banners or promo material, social media, at the schools with email system, and emailing the teachers or the school or the organization. That stuff is all internally available to you here with PhotoDay. We take care of you from the second that you guys sign up and create your job. All in like weeks before the picture day, we help with promotion, getting the word out there. We also help with the actual picture day and you getting your images up there, and then publishing, and then the online sales cycle that happens after that. And to be honest, PhotoDay doesn't even stop there. We have numerous marketing resources available for each of your jobs that keep sales coming throughout the year. So we have different like promos available and stuff too. So like if you publish a gallery, this was like another big thing personally for me. I did a football gallery in September when I first started using PhotoDay, and I had sales coming into me during March. I was done. I had moved on from that gallery. I didn't need, I had forgot about it and moved on, and I was still getting sales, like almost PD 100s, which was really cool. And then anyone that's new, PD 100 is just like sales that are over 100. So it's a nice little hashtag that was created by one of our trailblazers, PD 100. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys what the actual PhotoDay experience looks like from a customer's perspective. It's important to keep in mind too that one of the cool things with PhotoDay that we do offer is something that's called advance pay. So now your customers aren't necessarily ordering specific packages for their pictures, but they do have the ability to kind of get a gift card, if you will, or it gives you an opportunity as a studio to get kind of some skin in the game. You offer some sort of an incentive to your customers to purchase an advance pay credit ahead of time, and they can use that towards their order once the gallery's ready. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. All right.
Here's a quick run through the ordering process for parents. This is assuming the gallery they're subscribing to is taking advantage of advance pay, which allows parents to purchase credit that goes toward their final orders while they wait for their photos to become available. Parents text your gallery's access code to our PhotoDay shortcode of 90738. In return, they'll get a link which allows them to purchase an advance pay credit. Once the parent selects an amount they'd like to purchase, they fill out their name and phone number. They'll be asked to verify their phone number by receiving a verification code via text, which they'll enter on the checkout screen. PhotoDay accounts are tied to phone numbers. This is how we'll know to apply the credit to their eventual purchase. Once the customer has filled out their payment information, they just hit Place Order, and their credit is officially purchased. Once you make your photos available to order, the parent will receive an update via text letting them know that they can now make their purchases. This text will contain a link that takes them directly to your gallery, which will prompt them with choices regarding how they wish to locate their photos. They can use our facial recognition technology FaceFind, search by tags, or just browse the entire gallery. You can also limit what options appear here. In this example, our parent will use FaceFind since it will be the quickest way for them to find their photos. They'll be prompted to take a photo of the subject they're looking for or upload an existing photo. FaceFind will then match that reference photo with any photo in the gallery that contains that face. Parents can then choose which photos they'd like to order by selecting one and then hitting the Shop Now button. This will bring them to your storefront where they can select from any packages or a la carte items you've set up with your price sheets. In this example, our parent will select a package that contains 2 prints, a digital download, and a memory mate. Props can be easily adjusted on the prints, and at any point, an image on a product can be swapped out via the Change Image button. Customizable items such as memory mates will prompt our parent with theme and text options before adding them to the cart. Once all options are selected, our parent will be able to fill out their address and preferred shipping method on the checkout screen. Since they previously purchased a credit under this account, it'll automatically apply to their order total at the bottom. On this screen is where they can enter any additional coupon codes you might have promoted with your gallery. They'll automatically apply to the order total as well. Once the parent is happy with their order, they tap the Place Order button, and they're all set. Their order will be shipped right to their door as soon as it's processed by the lab.
Can you hear me now? Hi, guys. Sorry, that was my bad. Okay, so that was our video for the customer experience. So I'm going to go ahead and I don't know what happened. Why is not showing? There. To talk about kind of a few of the things that were covered in the photo day experience that are just kind of notable and stand out a little bit more from anyone in an online platform is the advanced pay. So advanced pay is a really cool feature for customers to kind of order, to buy now to kind of get the incentive of maybe like free shipping or something like that promo code that Wes was talking about. That is automatically applied. Also, it's really cool too that now your advanced pay credits that your customers purchase can be applied towards any gallery within your studio. So, if maybe Timmy misses one shoot, but then he's in the spring session, or he missed fall pictures, but he's there for spring, you can go ahead and they can use that credit towards that gallery. It totally transfers over, which is really cool. And it gives you an opportunity to get some skin in the game. So, all right, so what are you really selling? Yes, you're selling packages, you're selling products and all that kind of stuff, but the number one thing that you're selling is images. So images are super important. Image is everything. We say it here over and over again here at Photo Day, and how important that is. That is literally what parents are purchasing. Composites are cool. Lighting is great. It's super important. You can't have photography without lighting, but image is everything. So you want to make sure that you're providing a professional service to your customers, so they're going to want to purchase that. There's an easy way to do that with multiple poses. That's something that is really cool and awesome, available to your customers in an online platform. They don't just order a package anymore and get one individual photo, one team photo. They have the opportunity to have multiple poses of their child. And what leads to that is expressions. Expressions is the number one thing when we polled customers on what was the most important thing to them. Expression. You have Timmy in his photo smile, but maybe there's also the game face. Maybe you can actually capture different expressions on his face, as well as just that real smile. These are things that are super important to parents, and this is what increases those AOVs when they're ordering their packages and products, is they love to see those different expressions, and you provide that with multiple poses in addition to just the expressions, but literally multiple poses. It takes no time at all if you can space it out with your timeline to go ahead and provide multiple poses of the kid. You can even do something as simple as a crop orientation difference, and even within that, you've created a multiple pose. Going from vertical to horizontal is sometimes something that's super easy, and you're just making the process easier for your customers and increasing your inventory of images for your customers to order from. Taking an image from color to black and white, that's considered a multiple pose. Those are things that are super important in creating a professional image and a great customer experience for your customers to order their children's pictures. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions, we have a great Academy section here at Photo Day that is completely free and available to you. Our Director of Education, Jay Bowright, goes through all sorts of tips and tricks, as well as educational series, to go ahead and prepare you guys for getting the best lighting, getting the best images, getting the most images that you can in a short period of time to increase those AOVs and to create a positive customer experience for your customers. So image is everything. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make myself, I'll leave it fine. All right, creating a positive customer experience. And again, like I just keep repeating myself because it's something that's so important to me. In particular, being in customer success, but I want to create a positive customer experience for your customers. PhotoDay does that by creating an expected convenient service. This is something that people have been asking for a very long time. Volume photography hasn't always been on the cutting edge of technology. So now, we've been playing catch up the last few years, and PhotoDay has been able to really blaze a trail to making this experience for your customers something that they've been asking for, and quite frankly, something that they've expected, with an online gallery and an app for them to order too as well. Customization of products. Customers are able to pick the item that they want, and they can customize the picture. They can go ahead and crop the image. They can confirm the crop. They can add any of the text. Gone are the days of you and doing manual data entry because the customer is doing it themselves. They get to put, Timmy the Crusher Smith or whatever, whatever he's known for. They can type that right into their memory mate, whatever their heart desires. We are here to provide that with the PhotoDay experience. They have control. They get to see the pictures first before they actually order them. They're not ordering blindly anymore, which is great for them because they wanted to see those pictures. How many times have you guys been asked that question? Oh, well, I don't get to see the picture before I order it. And you get those parents, and it's just like, now, yeah, just go ahead, opt into the gallery. We'll notify you when the gallery is ready, and you get to see all the pictures of Timmy before you order. It's just that easy. Sit back, relax, and wait for the gallery to be ready. Flexibility of multiple poses. Images, everything. Providing your customers with the control of seeing the images first and providing them with multiple poses is something that it creates a positive customer experience. They don't want to be limited to choosing just one pose and then that's it. Speed and direct delivery. PhotoDay is amazing because they get to go, once a customer orders their pictures, they get an email letting them know exactly what they ordered. If they ordered a digital download, it's immediately available for them, not only in their PhotoDay order section, but they also get an email about it. And they're also updated once their package ships. Their package ships directly to their door. They don't have to wait weeks to have their pictures delivered, put in Timmy's backpack, and taken home with him, where they may or may not get bent, because we all know what happens sometimes when a 5-year-old is taking home pictures and what that can look like. They go straight to their house. And it's something that we have available with all of our labs, which is really cool. They can track the order. You, as a studio, can also track the orders. We provide tracking information for all orders placed within PhotoDay, which is great. All right. Why we created PhotoDay. This is honestly something that if you haven't met me yet or you don't know anything about me, this is something that is super important to me. And as someone that is in customer service, such as volume photography, it should be something that's really important to you as well. Why? What is your why? Here at PhotoDay, our why is we wanted to eliminate sales friction. We wanted to create stop creating these hot points for customers that, kind of took the wind out of their sails as far as ordering. Like, they love their kids, they want pictures, they just got frustrated with the ordering process. So we wanted to eliminate as much sales friction as possible. We also wanted to lower your costs as the studio. We work really hard with the lab to make sure that we provide the lowest cost possible, with the convenience of ordering and just everything that goes along with that. So your time is valuable. We want to make sure that the price that you're paying is for the product, for the service, and you're getting your precious time back. If you've ever done those calculations to see exactly what you should charge for something, and then you see how much time you're spending in post-processing, how much time you're spending answering emails, you're spending on rows, ordering all those pictures, that time is valuable. We wanted to be able to give that back, and I'm putting that in with costs. We wanted to bring Picture Day to parents. That's something that was super important to us. We didn't want them to think of it as a negative experience. It's literally an experience that is now transitioned into sports, into dance, into school. all these different genres in volume photography, it's an experience. We wanted to create a positive experience, and we wanted to bring picture day to the parents. We wanted them to feel like that they were a little bit more in control, that they weren't just filling something out, setting it and forgetting it, that they actually had a really consumer facing experience where they were interacting and they felt like they were a part of something as well, creating a positive experience. We wanted to provide actionable insights, that data that we talked about earlier. That's something that's super important. And it's honestly, this is the world that we live in. We all want that data. We want to know what people are buying, why people are buying it, what time people are buying it, what does better, what offers do better, what jobs, how to create the best price sheet possible to maximize profitability. We provide that to you with insights. That's something that's included in all of your jobs. We wanted to cut out the busy work. This for me was a huge why. I really didn't want to spend a lot of time in the background. I wanted to focus on image. I wanted to focus on the customer. I didn't want to focus on all of the setup that was involved in the post-production, as far as like funneling things in through rows, all the data entry, all the corrections that needed to happen because it was such a manual process for me. I just really that was something that was huge and was really valuable. And that was a big reason why I came to PhotoDay to earn more all year long. This is something that is also really cool and convenient with PhotoDay. We do not, a normal online sales cycle, let me start there first, is 30 to 45 days. So it is a little bit longer than if you were just to show up, take pictures of paper order forms and leave, but the AOVs are higher. It is a 30 to 45 day sales cycle, but it doesn't stop there. At PhotoDay, we never encourage you to expire a gallery. We always encourage you to go ahead and create like what's like a best price. So for the first, 4 to 6 weeks, that is the best price that your customers can get from the online gallery. After that, they're just going to pay a little bit more of a premium, but they get the convenience, again, creating a positive sales experience for your customer and a positive ordering experience to order whenever they want. They have the flexibility to do whatever, to order whenever they want. They just get the convenience of, paying a little bit more of a premium because they waited a little bit more. So that's something that we offer here at PhotoDay, which is really cool. All right. So speaking of all that data, we're going to get into some nitty gritty results. All the data, all the numbers, and we're going to share those with you guys now too. All right. So let me go ahead and I want to make me a little bit smaller and maybe, let's see, I'll move it back over there. That's fine. Okay. So this is a hockey job. So this is a sports volume job. And I just wanted to go over some of the stats that are from over the past few years of using PhotoDay. So in 2018, this was a traditional prepay with paper order forms, one pose per athlete. So this was pre-PhotoDay. There were 79 kiddos that were taken pictures of. There was no opt-ins. That was not a thing. They were doing paper order forms. Their total gross sales were around 3,400, and their average order value was 43.23. Cut to 2019, they found out about PhotoDay. They jumped on board. Happy to have them here. They actually had a little bit of an increase in subjects being photographed. They had 100. They had 112 people opt in. And opt in is anyone that texts that access code to 90738, or if they subscribe to the gallery via phone number online. They had 65 AP credit purchases. So they wanted to get some skin in the game. So people, they had an incentive tied in where they purchase an advance pay credit. They get, free shipping on their order over $35. That's a very popular one. So they had about 2,500 in AP credit sales before Picture Day even happened. After Picture Day, they had 96 orders placed and they had an AOV of 7024 already. Almost 100% increase. So we went from 43.23 to 70.24. Cut to 2020. This is the second year now that they're using PhotoDay. It is really important to note that sometimes people, and rightfully so, Sometimes studios get a little apprehensive and nervous. They're like, I'm afraid to give this new technology to my customers. They're used to a certain way, and I don't want to, I don't want to discourage sales in any way. I'm telling you, this is something that customers have been asking for a very long time. And once you get over that education hurdle of which we help you with all sorts of resources and material, with PhotoDay, that they are so happy to use it, and they order, and they're like so excited. We've had coaches that have hugged studios because they're so excited to have this online platform as opposed to paper order forms. All right, so cut to, and it is important to note for 2020 that this job in particular isn't even through its full sales cycle yet. It was published on 10/22, so sales are not completely finalized. It hasn't even gone through its full online sales cycle. They had more students or more kiddos that were photographed. They had 146. They had 121 opt-ins. They had 55 AP credits, resulting in about $1,900 in AP credit sales, again, before the picture day even happened. And now, I think it was like as of like a couple days ago, they have a total gross sales of about $6,300, which is an AOV of about $7,169. That is amazing, and that is all thanks to PhotoDay. It is important to note that this is a hockey league with traditional kind of like posing and lighting. Multiple pose was definitely used here, but no composites or anything like that. And then it was published in 10/22 on 10/22. All right, so preschool. Preschool, this was like back in 2018, the studio was able to use this in the very beginning. They had in 2018, in fall of 2018, they had 110 orders placed with total gross sales of about $5,600, which was an AOV of $5,150. Keep in mind that spring sales tend to be a little bit more just in preschool with general, just because they have usually graduation photos are in the spring. So these are, twice a year pictures for the preschool students. So they tend to be a little bit higher in AOVs. But in spring 2019, they had 107 subjects photographed, leading to a total gross sales of about 6,800 and an AOV of 6,432. So already a little bit of a bump. This is the second time they were using PhotoDay. Fall 2019, AOV of 5,113. Now cut to spring of 2020, which is, that things got a little weird in spring of 2020 for sure. So they had fewer subjects. They had about 60 subjects due to COVID, and they had total gross sales of about 3,700. But again, those AOVs were up there. Average order value 6,470. That's huge. In March, April, during the time of COVID and all the stuff getting locked down, they still were getting those numbers in, which is amazing. And now cut to fall of 2020. Again, fewer subjects, social distancing, and just general precautions. 48 subjects captured, and total gross sales of about 3,600 as an AOV of 7,907. So yeah, so good stuff. All right. So now is going to be the fun time where I get to show you guys a little bit of the studio dashboard, get you a little bit familiar with what it looks like, show you the cool features that we have, and just kind of just a general like get you started experience with the studio dash. I'm going to go ahead and open that. Ta-da. All right, guys. So this is our studio dashboard with PhotoDay. And like I was saying before, I'm going to go ahead and move me down and over. Oop. If any of you guys want to hang out with me more and talk to me more and ask me any questions, I live over here in the bubble, which is really cool. If you ever have any questions or concerns or anything like that, this is where it is. It'll give you an estimated response time, which is nice. I mean, it is estimated, so sometimes it may take a little longer. Sometimes we're super fast and we get back to you before you even finish answering your question. And if we have a great article section for you to utilize. Feel free to use that if you have any questions and maybe we are not available. If it's like during some off hours, I'm a late night editor too. So if there are some things you get stuck in and you have some questions, you always have that available to you 24/7. And then we also have status updates. So for any reason, if things seem to be weird or running a little clunky, you can always check our status section and see is there an issue going on and when it happened and when it is estimated to be up. But yeah, this is where you get to talk to all of us. We love chatting with you guys. No question is a dumb question. No question is a small question or too big of a question. We really are direct. Not only are we directly tied into your sales, but we honestly, we care about you guys so much. I can't even talk about this enough, how like our whole team here, not even just our customer success team, we really do live and breathe to help out our studios as much as we can. So always feel free to ask us a question, or if you have a feature request or any concerns, reach out to us. It is better to ask and than to forever hold your peace, for sure. All right. So we do have a resource section just to get you started. If you're like, what can I do to communicate to my customers what the ordering process looks like or what they can expect, we have all of that available to you in a marketing section. We have a how-to photo day video that is completely downloadable to you to edit, manipulate, re-upload back up. If you just want to share what we have to your customers, you're in a bit of a rush, or you're not used to being in front of the camera, you like being behind the camera, no big deal. We have one available to you as a YouTube link, and you can share that. We also have a PDF version of a step-by-step guide on how to get on how to order and how to cards, posters, any of that kind of stuff, and you don't really know where to start or you don't have time, this is all downloadable, manipulative. You can change the colors to meet your brand, your brand levels. You can go ahead and place in the access code for that particular job or leave it blank. We've seen a lot of people that have like used almost like dry eraser tape kind of thing, or they just swap out the access code, even magnetized it, which I thought was pretty cool. So they just swap it in and off, on and off as like a card almost for public and group galleries, which is really cool for people to opt in. We keep it short, sweet, clear, and to the point to make sure that your customers are absorbing the information in the best way possible to get them to the gallery and to opt in. All right. So there is that. Okay, cool. Thanks. We also have a support section. If you are wanting to get started with PhotoDay and you don't know where to start and you don't know how the timeline works and you want to do it as efficiently as possible, we got you covered there too. We can tell you how to go ahead and schedule a job, what to expect a couple weeks out, and then how to best prepare for picture day and even after picture day, which is really cool. If you want to go ahead and boost your buy rates, let's say you don't know what packages to create for an online gallery and an online platform, and you really want to get the most that you can out of it, we have you covered there. We have resources available to you, whether it's an article, a blog post, another webinar. All of those things are available for you to go ahead and peruse, research, watch, and consume. So I'll be honest, one of the biggest mistakes that I did when I came online is I missed over the support section, ironically enough, and I took my paper order form and I just posted it right online. I was so frustrated because I missed all of those sales. I could have been using PhotoDay way more efficiently for my first job. Okay, let's see if that works, refreshing the page. All right, and then you also have promotion and picture day, photo sales, all of this stuff. We go ahead and we guide you through it to make sure that you guys are prepared as much as possible. You also have a user guide. One of kind of like the unsung heroes here at PhotoDay as far as resources. If you're someone that likes just like a step-by-step tutorial, we have guide.photoday.io available, and it'll just walk you through literally how to set everything up, which is really cool. Okay, so once you set up your account, you can go ahead and you add in your information in, as well as your studio information. What the customer will see specifically, your website, your email, your contact information, your studio address. This is super important. Your studio address will also be used to calculate taxes. So it's important that you put your studio address or whatever is considered your studio address because we run tax calculations based off of the studio address and the customer's address. So it's really important to go ahead and fill that in. As well as picking a lab. Here at PhotoDay, you have the option to choose from 7 different labs, and they're all unique little snowflakes in their own way. Super great. We love having them here. And one of the most popular questions is that we get here at PhotoDay with our labs is which lab is best? They honestly, they have a great, it's almost like I always say, it's like a pyramid. They all have great customer service. They all have great product selection. They all have great QA. So color control, skin tones, all of that kind of stuff. And, just like little tiny mistakes as far as just like cutting and cropping and all that kind of stuff. They're real, all of them, boom, they have that. Then you get a little bit higher up in the pyramid, and that's where they start to shine out a little bit more and distinguish themselves from one another. Whether it's some of the features that we offer here, like custom themes, bulk shipping, different product availabilities, turnaround, all those different things. Those are going to be things that are going to kind of distinguish one lab from the other. Also themes, if you're someone that utilizes themes a lot, you need very specific themes. Those, that might tip your hat one way or the other for which lab to pick. But don't worry, do you only have to pick one? No, you can pick all 7 if you want, like I did here. I added all of them because I love all of them equally. And you can go ahead, the lab that you pick is directly related to the price sheet that you set up, not the job. So when you are creating in the store section a price sheet and you want to go ahead and create a price sheet, I just label them all by the studio. You can go ahead and do that here. So when you create a new price sheet, it'll ask you, what lab do you want to use? And then based off of the lab that you choose will depict on whether you can use a custom theme, if bulk shipping is available to you, as well as the prices and the products that are offered within that lab. So it's really important to note that when you're establishing a price sheet, you are establishing a price sheet with that lab, not necessarily attaching a price sheet, or creating products and packages for a job. It's prices and packages for that lab. So that's really cool. You can set up a markup if you want, just to get you started. You can do it either by fixed amount or percent. And then shipping. So there is a new feature that we released pretty recently called bulk shipping, and that's something that's available with our partner lab with Miller's. So that is something that where shipping would either be bulk or drop or both. So you can do either or. All right, and then let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and pick on Reedy. When you create a price sheet, you are able to add your products to the a la carte section of your price sheet. This will be reflected in the customer storefront as an a la carte. You can choose to feature a product. You can change your prices. You can change the description if you want. You can include digital products, and then as well as packages. You can create a package here for your customers, just like a quick and easy one-stop shop for them to go ahead and generate the package of their choosing. They get to pick the images that they want to put in for the products. They can also go ahead and customize those. So, down theme, cropping, the text fields, all of that stuff. Even with Reedy, we have live preview. So they actually get to see a preview of what it looks like before they go ahead and order it. Also, this is something that's really important for you guys, the studios, to see the turnaround time, the estimated delivery time for these packages, because they are going directly to the customer's house. Depending on what they purchase, this is for Reedy. Each lab is different. Depending on the actual lab cost will depend on the shipping price that is populated in their checkout. Customers will pay shipping at checkout, unless you have some sort of promo offer for them to redeem where they can get free shipping. Free shipping is, again, only available for ground or economy shipping only. If they want to up their shipping to a priority, an express, or an overnight, they are paying for that. That's not something that you can create as an offer. And then it gives you the estimated turnaround or delivery time for those. Again, like I said, in your home section, latest orders, you get to see tracking. This is available to your customer as well as to you. You get to click on it, and it'll actually populate the tracking information for you for each single order that is placed with PhotoDay, which is really nice. All right, so we went over getting your price sheet set up, getting your studio account set up, picking a lab, payment. This is another question that that's also very important when setting up with PhotoDay is, how are you getting paid? We are, Stripe is our sole ACH company that we use for payouts, and you can set that up in your PhotoDay account under payments. You just connect your Stripe account, and then you're good to go. We pay you out to your Stripe account every single transaction, and then you can set up the frequency to your own personal checking, say whatever the account is, with Stripe, which is really cool. So it could be daily if you wanted. It could also be monthly or bi-weekly, whatever your heart desires. So you also have your taxing information. If you're someone that does a lot of business in multiple states, you can set up a text nexus, which is cool. And then also the fun stuff. A watermark. You can include a logo for your studio so you can get a little bit more personal branding in there, as well as a watermark. You can choose the location of your watermark, the size, and the opacity of your watermark. You can replace it if you change it to, we have a default here for you if you don't have it, because you do have to upload a PNG. Maybe let's say you're just in a rush or don't have it, you just have your logo as a JPEG and you don't have a PNG yet, you can reach out. Maybe we can help you in the bubble creating that PNG, but we have a default here for you. This is a watermark for gallery viewing only. This doesn't populate on the products once they're purchased. This is removed. It doesn't get slapped across the 5x7 when, you know, Timmy's mom orders a picture of them. So that is important to know. And you can always reset it back to the default if you want at any time. This is global to your studio. Also, another thing that is really important, if you are someone that loves, instant gratification almost, or at least daily gratification, is when you have live jobs going on, you can opt in for a notification to get a daily order summary. I love this. Every day, if you have sales, it'll go ahead and total those out in an email for you, and you get to see those, so you're not constantly checking your studio dashboard, even though I know that you guys usually always are anyways, but it's available to you here in an email format. So for whatever reason, if you can't be on a studio dash, but you want to be updated on your daily order summary, it's boom right there. Go ahead and turn it on. All right, guys, I am going to go ahead and disconnect that, kind of get you guys started, get you familiar with some of the cool things here at PhotoDay. And now I am going to go back to our slides. All right. Now, the last part of going beyond PhotoDay is getting started. It's really cool that this is a service that is completely 100% free to sign up. We don't take a credit card from you. We are not charging you monthly fees. We're not charging you annual fees. It is completely free to set up. We do like that as a free to get you set up and started. You can start perusing your studio dashboard. You can get started with your first job. We do not collect a fee until you start making a sale. Once you make a sale, PhotoDay does collect 10% of the sale, which is pre-tax and shipping. So if you are selling an 8x10 for $10, PhotoDay is taking its 10%, its dollar off the top. There is a 2.9% Stripe transaction fee plus 30 cents. So based off the transaction, Stripe is going to be taking 2.9 plus 30 cents. That's pretty standard. If you're used to PayPal or any of those other online ACH systems, this is something that is completely built in and taken care of for you. And we also report this for you in your report. So you can see exactly how much came out for each transaction that is made within PhotoDay. Also, which is really cool, there are no more lab bills with PhotoDay. We pay the lab on your behalf every single transaction. You don't have to wait till the end of the month or whenever it is to go ahead and pay your lab. It's taken care of for you. So you just get to chat with them about great stuff, not about money. We took care of it. Where you sign up is at photoday.io/sign up. You'll go ahead and get started by picking your first lab that you want, and then you can complete your setup process that way, and your sign up process with an email, and then we just verify your email, and then you're good to go. So yeah. All right, guys. Cool. Oh, it looks like Lisa taking care of it. All right, guys. So that is going beyond with PhotoDay. If you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, please feel free to reach out in that bubble. Like I said, that's where me, Stevie, Emily, Lisa, all of us over here at the PhotoDay team like to hang out and help you guys with any questions or concerns that you have. We are also available in our PhotoDay users group. If you are not familiar with our PhotoDay users group, it's available in Facebook. So you can just reach out to us there and go ahead and join. We would love to have you there. We have a great community that's growing, almost 1,000 strong, to go ahead and help you guys with any questions or concerns that may be a little bit beyond us, or if you have like a personal question, even like all the time I see it in there too, just like general, just like photography help questions, which is really great. Everyone is super community over competition. That's something that we really do cater to making sure that that happens. That's something that's super important to us. And I think that's something that keeps the industry moving forward in a very positive way. There are enough jobs going on in the world there in America to make sure that everyone has what's going on. So community over competition is always a great thing. We're just making each other better and sharpening each other to do what's best for our customers, which is really awesome. As I said earlier in the beginning of this broadcast, we do have like a PhotoDay weekly that we do in that Facebook users group. So if you have more questions or just like need help with specific things, we like to do that. That is a great spot to tune into at 1 o'clock on Fridays, Eastern Standard Time. And we usually give you a little bit spoilers of things that are coming, but also just update you guys on things that are happening within the industry as well as within PhotoDay. Also, like I said earlier, I don't think I showed you guys, but I can go ahead and show you one more time. Let me jump back in there. Okay. The last thing that I'll leave you with going beyond with PhotoDay, not only are we super community focused, but we are completely immersed in education. Education is super important. We make that possible for you guys in our studio. Log in. In our Academy section. So we have it available right here as a side panel, as well as this little tabby right over here up at the top. But this is where you get to learn about tips and tricks, as well as any past webinars. Go ahead and feel free to click on and peruse in there. A lot of great resources and education material to help you get started with PhotoDay and just to get the most you can out of the jobs that you have coming up within PhotoDay. So we never stop trying to create resources for you guys. We want to make sure that you are as prepared and as successful as possible because we care about you guys. All right. So speaking of, I think this is it for me. Thank you so much for joining me today for going beyond with PhotoDay. And I hope to see you guys soon, either in the bubble or on Fridays. Until next time, guys. Bye.